حي على الفلاح.
So the Prophet ﷺ, he said, there were three people from the children of Israel whom were tested by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of them was a leper, the other was a bald man, and the third was blind. So an angel from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was sent to all of them, starting with the one who was suffering from leprosy. The angel asked the leper, "What thing do you love the most?" "I love to have nice color, beautiful color, beautiful skin, because the way I am right now, people, they have a strong dislike towards me." This angel then rubbed the leper, and immediately he got cured from leprosy, and he was given a beautiful color, beautiful skin. Then the angel asked this person, "What type of wealth or property is most beloved to you?" So he replied, "Camel or cows." So he was given a pregnant she-camel or a pregnant cow, which would of course then multiply, would become very wealthy. So the angel, before leaving him, he said, "May Allah bless you in it." Then the same angel, he went to the bald man and he asked the bald man, "What do you love the most?" The bald man replied to him, "I love to have beautiful, healthy hair. I want this baldness to be cured from me, because people, they dislike me. Maybe they're mocking him for being a bald, right?" So the angel rubbed his head. Immediately hair started growing and he had beautiful hair. Then the angel asked him, "What type of wealth is most beloved to you?" He said, "Cows." None of these three people knew that it was an angel that came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So then he was blessed with a pregnant cow. And then the angel, before leaving him, said, "May Allah bless you in it." Then the same angel, he went to the blind man. Same question, "What is most beloved to you?" And this blind man replied, "I would love for Allah to remove this blindness from me, so that I could see the people and I could see around me." So the Prophet ﷺ said, the angel rubbed him. The angel touched his eyes and Allah gave him back his eyesight. Then the angel asked this person, "What type of wealth is most beloved to you?" So this former blind man says, "Sheep." So the angel then blessed him with a pregnant sheep. Afterwards, all the three pregnant animals gave birth to young ones, the camel, the cow, and the sheep, and multiplied and brought forth so much that one of the three men, he had a herd of camels filling a valley. The second one had a herd of cows filling a valley. The third one had a herd of sheep filling a whole valley. Super wealthy people now. Now comes the test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. After many years, after they have acquired all this wealth, the same angel, disguised in the appearance of a leper, he came in the form of a human being, of a man with leprosy, went to the former leper, and he said to this person, "I am a poor man who has lost all means of livelihood on a journey. So none will satisfy my need except Allah and then you. I ask you in the name of the one who has given you such beautiful color, such beautiful skin, and lots of wealth, can I have just one camel so I can ride and go back to where I came from?" This man replied to the angel, again not knowing that he's an angel, "Indeed, I have a lot of obligations." In other words, you are a beggar, I know you're asking for help, I can't really help you. So then the angel said to this man, "I think I know you. Were you not a leper to whom the people had a very strong dislike towards? And you were poor, you were a faqir, you were like a beggar, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you all this wealth?" This man, he replies to this leper, but it's an angel of course. He said, this is all wrong. Rather, all this wealth that you see, I was never a leper. I always had this handsome skin and this color. All this wealth, this is my inheritance. I inherited from my forefathers. So now the angel replied to him, if you are lying, then be aware. May Allah make you lose, or may Allah make you go back to how you were before. So the Prophet ﷺ continued. He said, this angel then went to the bald man in the form of a bald, similarly bald person, and he said the same things as he said to the first one, to the leper. I'm on a journey, I lost my wealth, can I have something from your wealth so I can go back, travel back to where I came from? He too answered the same arrogant way like the first one, the former leper had replied. So then the angel said the same thing. If you're lying, may Allah make you go back to what you were, or how you used to be. Then the angel, in the form of a blind person, a blind miskin, he went to the former blind person and he said, I'm a poor person. In my trip, in my journey, I lost all my belongings, lost all my wealth. I have no one to help me today except Allah and then you. I ask you by the one who has given you, can I have one of your sheep to use and go back? This man replied, no doubt I used to be blind and Allah removed my blindness. And no doubt I used to be a beggar and Allah gave me all this wealth. You take whatever you wish. I swear by Allah, today I will not stop you from taking anything as you wish for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The angel said, keep your wealth. You all were tested by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Indeed, Allah is pleased with you and He is angry with the two of your companions. So this is the story, this is the hadith collected in both Bukhari and Muslim. When the angel asked the leper, I want beautiful color, beautiful skin because the people detest me. Then the angel asked the bald person, what do you want? What's the most beloved thing? Immediately, for my hair to grow back so people can look at me nicely. However, the blind one, he's the only one of the three that mentioned Allah's name. When he was asked, what's that one thing that you would like? He mentioned Allah's name. I would love for Allah to remove this blindness from me. Right there you see the difference between the three people. The first two, they're just thinking in dunya terms. I want my disease to be cured. I want to look handsome. I want to be attractive to the people. I want people to talk about me. I want people to know me. They forgot that the sickness and health come from Allah. The leper didn't say, I want Allah to cure me of this disease. The bald one didn't say, I want Allah to give me hair on my head. But the blind one, he clearly said, I want Allah to give back my eyesight so that I can see. He immediately affirmed that the blessings only come from Allah. Even though I'm faced with this terrible trial, I can't see anything. Well, guess what? It's from Allah and only Allah can remove it. So right there, it teaches us an important lesson. That as Muslims, as believers, don't run here and don't run there. You have to understand that whatever musibah you're facing, it is Allah who gave it to you and it is only Allah who will remove it for you. The situation of Muslims in the West is terrible. These immigrants, they came here. Allah blessed them to get food, to get money, to acquire education so they can have a nicer life than what they would have. In return, as a way of thanking Allah, their own children forgot Islam. So we're not different from this leper or the bald one. What do you mean I was a poor? I was never a villager, right? People make up lies. There's no shame, brothers, sisters. There is no shame in recognizing where you came from. If you say that, my father was such and such, Allah blessed me and now I'm a doctor. You recognizing your history is an affirmation that you are grateful to Allah and you mention His name. My forefathers were all beggars. Allah blessed me to be the first one to get a college degree, to get a nice job. Now I'm making a 6-figure salary. All of it is by Allah. Just like how the rest of your family are poor or have nothing or don't have the high education like you, if Allah wanted, He would keep you in that same position. But Allah tested you. He gave you what your own relatives don't have. What are you doing with it? Are you doing something for Islam living in these Western lands where our job is far, far greater than Muslims living in Muslim countries? We have a lot of things to deal with. We have to deal with crazy Muslims who want to change the religion and become all hanky-panky people. We're not different from this leper or the bald guy. That you forgot where you came from. You forgot how much Allah has given you. And now you're denying everything? No, I was always in this position. It's me, my intelligence. I worked hard. I got this degree. I got these promotions. I'm a smart businessman who was able to move things around, hustle money here and there, and I became a millionaire. People talk this way, subhanAllah. Arrogance, complete denial of Allah's bounties upon him or her. So this is what those two were guilty of, the leper and the bald one. The angel made it very clear to them that if you're lying, that you are going to lose what you have. And this is exactly what happens. When we are ungrateful to Allah, Allah takes away things. You have no idea how to be grateful to Allah, so then Allah snatches that same thing away and puts you back exactly how you were. Everywhere you go, this is the sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you are ungrateful to Him, He will take back and you will live in misery. If you are grateful to Him, Allah will keep giving you more and more and more. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran, if you are grateful, I will increase you. I will keep giving you more and more and more. And if you are ungrateful, then indeed my punishment is severe. Do not feel ashamed of where you came from. What your condition was a few years ago or 20 years ago, and then Allah blessed you with this. You should tell these stories to your children. Speak the truth to your children. They'll appreciate. And then you tell them, do you know how I got here? I was in that situation, but guess who brought me here? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.